Hi folks, it's me again, Magnus with CompactDrums.com and Wallopus Drum Wrap. I'm going to show you guys a real nifty, easy way to make your own pre-dampened kick head. So this is going to sound a lot like those very expensive pre-dampened kick drum heads, bass drum heads that you see. But this one's a little more tunable, and we'll get to that in a second. What I've done in preparation, in advance, is I've cut the center out of this old drum head, and I've cut a donut of slightly smaller inner diameter than the inner diameter of this here hole, made out of, this is filter material. If you go to your home improvement center, when they sell this stuff where they sell the furnace filters, and this is for people that have a furnace filter compartment that doesn't fit any of the standard filters, then you buy this stuff and stuff it in there and make it work, or make your own filter with it. So anyway, you'll find it in the home improvement center where you find furnace filters. You can get creative here. That's the cool thing about making these yourself. You can try out all kinds of different combinations. I mean, you can try craft foam. One of the big selling manufacturers of these type of heads, they use cardboard, they use foam that resembles that sort of mounting tape, and some other stuff. So you can get creative in that respect. The other thing I've done in advance too is I put some little pieces of double adhesive tape along the edge here. You can put, so to get the effect of that biggest selling pre-dampened kick drum head, not the one that starts with E, the one that starts with S. Then this goes on the outside of this head, so it's actually going to get wedged in between the two heads when we're done. If you want, and that's going to give you a very, very focused attack and pretty much no sustain. I'm just using a sharp knife here to cut the collar off from the head. Now you can also put the donuts of the filter material on the other side of this here piece. And what that will do is give you a sort of a gated sound. It will have the effect that it will still have a focused attack, very full and rich, but a little bit longer time period of resonance before a rapid decay, while placing the filter donuts in between the two pieces of head will cause a very rapid decay immediately after the focused attack. So we can discard the collar, we don't need that anymore. And then, like I said, you can experiment with different thicknesses of this. So what I do is, on bigger ones, this works pretty good, and it's very safe. It's not exactly the tone that I always want, because it is very, I don't know, it kills a little too much of the resonance in many ways. This method, putting it on the outside so it gets sandwiched between the head and this circle-y thing. But it's very safe. It always sounds good. I mean, it sounds good. You can take a crappy bass drum and it'll sound good if you do this to it. Alright, I'm going to proceed with taking all the backing off there. So like I mentioned, so I've gotten all the little pieces of backing off here. So like I mentioned, putting it on the outside of this so it then ends up between the heads is a great way to get a very fat but very short, almost pre-mixed, pre-mastered sound. Very safe, especially on bigger drums. On small bass drums though, and when I say small, coming from CompactDrums.com, I mean 16 and 14 inch bass drum, you definitely want to put the foam on the other side of this so that it ends up on the internal inside for that more of a gated sound, because this way also has a bit of a muffling effect. So a small bass drum is going to become overly quiet if you use this method for it. So on smaller bass drums, you'd be shocked if you do this, but you put this donut on this side instead of the side I put it on. You'll be shocked the fatness you can get out of a little 14-inch bass drum like a Martini or an Ordery Cafe kit. You would be absolutely shocked. So anyway, this is something that's very flexible. You can try out all kinds of different materials. You can put it on the outside, put it on the inside, experiment with different thicknesses, both of the ring and of the filter donut. And then, we're going to put it on the other side of this here. This is the bass drum for our do-it-yourself optimized compact player's kit. I don't know why I'm putting the logo on top, it doesn't really matter, but I'm putting it on top. There, and then we put the actual bass drum head on, and that's all there is to it. That's our super frugal version of an expensive pre-dampened bass drum head. You get a lot of options available. I mean, this can be varied and experimented with in absurdum. Have fun. Hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys find it useful. Thanks for tuning in. More to come.